What's goody? How are y'all feeling? Hope y'all feeling beautiful, clean, and blessed. Hey, today we about to watch a video from another one of my favorite animators, dude. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let's get right to the video. But before we do that, check out fangoverfang.com. Link in the description below. All right, homie. Now let's get to the video.
I was the sick kid growing up. I was the one always having coughing fits. I was the one sitting out at recess. And for me, the common cold.
All jokes aside, if you ask my brothers, my brother, my sisters, my family, dude, they'll say I'm always sick one.
Was common indeed. And part of this was because I have asthma. Every morning and every night, I had a few extra steps to my routine. Number 1, blow into this thingy to see how my lungs are doing. Green is good, yellow is not, and red means take this girl to a doctor.
Yo, your asthma must be bad, girl. Cause like my brother has asthma and he ran track, he played football. I'm talking about in college, bro. Like for Villanova, and he's fine. So I guess there's levels to this asthma stuff. I don't know, man.
Right now. Number 2, Advair. Hold the UFO with 2 hands and breathe in that gritty purple stuff.
Do you exercise? No, I'm just being serious. Because, like, yes, you have asthma, but the more you exercise, the better your asthma become. Like, the better it is to deal with your asthma symptoms, the more you exercise. I'm just being honest. I see it. Like, don't let something like asthma stop you from living your life.
And lastly, take 2 puffs of the inhaler. Use a spacer to ensure you get all the medicine. And that was a lot to do as a kid. And even when I did those things, I still struggled to keep up with all the other kids at recess. So growing up with asthma, I often felt like a wimp. Until now, guess who was third in line for a vaccine? The wimp with asthma.
Oh, look at you. My brother was also third in line for the vaccine because he has asthma.
Obviously, I'm kidding. There's nothing fun about having asthma. And if you have it, you know that already. One sign of incoming asthma my family and I weren't aware of, till it happened, was childhood eczema often leads to
That's usually how it is.
Eczema is a skin condition where your skin can become inflamed, scaly, dry, and super itchy for no reason at all.
Hey, I see you, doctor. I know what eczema is, but thank you for explaining for the people who don't know what eczema is.
Oh, and when I was just a babe, it was all over my adorable little body.
Aww.
My mom often told me this story where she was in Target with me, and some kid, bless his heart, said,
"Oh, wow.
Mom, what's wrong with that baby?"
Oh,
my mom didn't think it was as funny as I do, though, and it really upset her. Because I was being taken to a ton of different doctors about this, and nothing was working. Until we saw one named Dr. Prose, who I allegedly called Dr. Prose. He was a cool guy. He gave me the proper care and treatment I needed, and he could wiggle his ears. Very cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Hold on.
Soon enough, my eczema was well
ready. I can't do it.
Treated and managed. So now, kids don't point at me in public.
Whoa, is that the girl from... Yo, son. Yo, son. Do y'all know what anime this is? Do y'all know? It's Promised Neverland, bro. Oh my god. I love this girl already. Hey, shawty, are you single? Because I'm doing well in life. You're doing well in life. Hey, I love girls who like anime. All right, that's what's up.
Mom's what's wrong with me anymore. But I'm lucky.
And she got the Attack on Titan right here.
It can only be treated with medication to make life a little less hard to live.
That is true.
My parents were relieved, though, as
but
it seemed...
I'm telling you, like, I'm speaking... Listen. I'm not a doctor. Remember that. But I am a pharmacist. So I'm not a doctor. So another way you can help your asthma is don't be afraid to live your life just because if you have asthma. You can still be physically active. Just have your inhaler and the other things you need on hand. Don't let it stop you from living your life.
All their worries about my health had subsided. But then I remember one day in the summer before 1st grade, I was really out of it. I was at my after-school program / summer camp as usual, but I remember just sitting in a chair, feeling really sleepy and trying to focus on a light so I wouldn't fall asleep. I was tired, I had trouble breathing,
you have a concussion?
and I was really weak.
I'm kidding.
Eventually, I told my teacher I wasn't feeling good and asked if I could lay down somewhere. When I woke up, I could hear my teacher and my mom anxiously talking about me. My mom took me to the ER, I was admitted to the hospital, and we found out I had pneumonia, which in simple terms is an infection inside your lungs.
Exactly.
We also found out I had asthma. meaning my airways were already susceptible to becoming inflamed or filling with gross stuff. So
that is true.
The odds were not at all in my favor. My mom explained this to me in a
still
way
here.
that I could understand as like a 5-year-old, but I still remember being really scared. Truly, it was a really scary time, but the ICU was pretty cool. Oh, ICU sadly does not stand for Illy Cinematic Universe. It stands for Intensive Care Unit.
If you're in ICU, your chances of making it are very, very low. So the fact that she made it out, respect. I mean, glad to see you're still alive with us and making animations.
I remember the nurses taking my vitals and also pricking my finger to test my blood. I hated that part. But I got to watch any movie I wanted to from bed. My mom took me for rides around the hallway in a little red wagon. I learned the joys of eating crushed ice and green Jell-O.
I'm surprised she could remember all this. I bet your mom had to help her fill in the details, because it seems like you were very young. I'm surprised you remembered all this.
Those little arts and crafts room to keep me busy. And every night, I got to watch the sunset from my bed. And after about a week in the hospital, I recovered well enough to be sent home. But again, that's when I had to blow into the thingy, take the Advair, do my inhaler, and some days were harder than others. My parents and I argued a lot to get me to take all these yucky medicines to keep me healthy or whatever. But the next summer, hey Liz, do you want to go to camp?
Camp?
Oh.
Like how all my friends go to camp every summer?
Exactly.
Dude, she is
like
such a big anime nerd. I love it. Do you see all this? She has had so much, literally throughout the entire video, I've noticed every single anime reference, but I just haven't shouted it out. Hey, shawty, if you single and cute, like, come my way. I'm gonna Google you after this. Hey, let's keep going to the video.
Yeah, I do.
So one summer, my mom took me to Camp Coast. It was a weekend retreat kind of thing that took place in Camp Don Lee. You know, the one down in Arapahoe, kind of near New Bern. Shout out to my North Carolinians. So we get down to the campgrounds, we've got the forest to our left and the ocean to our right, and my mom and I got the cutest little cabin in the woods.
Aww.
Man, I wonder what we're gonna do first. Maybe we'll go swimming, or hiking, or maybe even fishing, or canoeing. I don't even know what a canoe looks like.
Okay, everyone.
I love how she
could
can do
this one called
Advair.
And what does it do?
It relaxes us lungs to improve.
Oh my god, this is an asthma camp. This is hilarious, dog. This is hilarious, dog.
Very good.
An asthma camp?
Yeah, when are we gonna do camp stuff?
Oh, you silly goose. This is camp stuff. This is Camp Coast. We're here to help kids like you learn how to manage your asthma.
This is hilarious.
I wasn't at any old camp. I was at asthma camp. I didn't even know that existed. I was so mad.
Yo, the fact that asthma camp exists is so funny to me, bro.
What is this, some kind of punishment? You dangle the great outdoors in front of me and then hold us up indoors to learn how to
anime
breathe.
references. I love it.
I was sick of it. But that part ended and we got to go outside. We got to go swimming. We did arts and crafts. We learned about animals. I got to hold a snake or a turtle or something. And then asthma class again. Okay, everyone.
That's so
what
weird.
is this one called?
Peak flow meter.
Peak flow meter. I guess what I'm trying to say is it really sucks being a sick kid. There's so much you want to do and you want to do it, but you just can't sometimes. It can make you feel weak or not as good as all the other kids, all because you have to deal with something that you have no control over. And knowing that makes maintaining your health and taking your medicine just the worst.
I feel that.
No other kid has to do this. But if you're anything like young me, I hope you come to understand what I did. You are strong, no matter what, but no one is invincible.
Let 'em know.
Truly, the only perks of having asthma or having access to the proper healthcare you need to survive. If I wasn't this lucky and privileged enough to get the medicine I needed, I don't know if I would have made it back then.
And that's why this video is a fundraiser. This video is sponsored by Tab for a Cause, a browser extension for Chrome and Firefox that donates to a charity of your choice every time you open a new tab.
I'm gonna let this one
run through. Cent. So if you're the kind of person who opens 80 freaking tabs every time you get on the computer, consider downloading this extension. It's easy, it's free, and it helps people effortlessly.
Hey, I love it. She's doing good stuff. I love it. Instead of just like these regular ads. But this video is not sponsored, just to let y'all know. And if y'all could check out my merch at fangoverfang.com, I greatly appreciate it. Peace out, y'all.